Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about fluorescence and phosphorescence, one of the very important topic related to scattering spectroscopy. It is very important topic for semester exam point of view as well as very important for any exam point of view. So in this particular video, we are going to discuss its principle, its basic introduction, and the factors affect the fluorescence and phosphorescence. So before the discuss about the principle of it, we have to know how fluorescence and phosphorescence occur, and what is the basic information or basic definition of fluorescence and phosphorescence. So first point is light matter interaction. When light or we use electromagnetic radiations and matter or sample interact, so three kind of phenomena has happened. In my previous video I also discussed about this. So basically these are the sample. So when electromagnetic radiations or light strike on sample, three kind of phenomena has happened. First is some amount of light absorbed by sample and some amount of light transmitted through the sample, and some amount of light is scattered in different angle. Okay, so when light matter interaction, so when scattering is happen, so two kind of scattering is happen. First is elastic scattering, second is inelastic scattering. It's also called Rayleigh scattering and Raman scattering. So when we are going to define the elastic scattering, so the definition of elastic scattering is elastic scattering occur when there is no loss of energy of the incident primary electron. Elastically scattered electron can always can change always direction but do not change their wavelength. So this is the definition of elastic or Rayleigh scattering. So basically when we occur elastic scattering, so there is when primary electron beam, primary electron, when incident primary electron, when primary electron incident the sample, then when we not when we not change their wavelength of this scattering lights, so this kind of scattered is called elastic scattering. And when we change the when we able to change the wavelength of scattering scattering light, so this when we change the wavelength of this scattering light, so it's called inelastic scattering. So these are the two types of scattering. So the basic information about this, the main topic is fluorescence and phosphorescence, but we have to know the two types of scattering like elastic and inelastic. So second phenomena has happened, absorptions. So when sample absorb electromagnetic radiations or light or ultraviolet or visible spectrum. So when sample absorb light and then it's emit five kind of light. Okay, this five kind of light it's emit. First is photoluminescence, electroluminescence, thermoluminescence, chemiluminescence, and bioluminescence. Okay, so when photoluminescence, when photoluminescence happen, when we define the photoluminescence is light emission from any form of matter after the absorption of photon. It is one of the many form of luminescence. Okay, so photoluminescence is two type, fluorescence and phosphorescence. Okay, these are our basic our important topic. We are going to discuss about the fluorescence and phosphorescence. So this type so this how we get the fluorescence and phosphorescence. Now the basic principle of fluorescence and phosphorescence is many compounds absorb ultraviolet or visible light and undergo electronic transition from low electronic energy level to high electronic energy level. These absorptions of light require 10 to the power minus 15 second. Okay, when some compound, like we use some compound, it's absorb ultraviolet or visible light, then it that it came that the compound is go to like low energy level to high energy level. Okay, high energy level, this absorptions of light is required. Okay, this absorptions of light is required 10 to the power minus 15 second. after the instant re-emission of absorbed energy is called fluorescence, and while delay re-emission of the absorbed energy is called phosphorescence. Okay, these two kind of emission is happen when instant re-emission, so it's called fluorescence, and delayed re-emission is called phosphorescence. These are the two phenomena we got. These are the basic principle of fluorescence and phosphorescence, and in this principle fluorescence and phosphorescence work. Now, the basic definition about fluorescence and phosphorescence is a process in which a part of energy, ultraviolet or visible, absorbed by a substance is released in the form of light as the stimulating radiation is continued. The fluorescence emission took place from a singlet excited state. Average lifetime from less than 10 to the power minus 10 to 10 to the power minus 7 second. These are the basic information or basic definition of fluorescence. And the basic definition of phosphorescence is a process in which energy of light absorbed by a substance is released relatively slowly in the form of light. The phosphorescence emission took place from a triplet excited state. Average lifetime from 10 to the power 15 to more than 10 to the power plus 3 second. Okay, these are the basic information or basic definition of fluorescence, phosphorescence. So all over the time that we lifetime average lifetime of this fluorescence phenomena has happened. So the average lifetime is less than 10 to the power 10 to the power minus 10 to 10 to the power minus 7 second of all fluorescence. Like when happens the fluorescence, when like it's instant re-emitted from the for higher energy excited state. So it's took time 10 to the power minus 10 to 10 to the power minus 7 second. It's less than. Okay, when phosphorescence phenomena has happened, so all over the average lifetime, okay, its required average lifetime is 10 to the power minus 15 to more than 10 to the power plus 3 second. Okay, these are the very important points of fluorescence and phosphorescence. Now the important diagram, ray diagram of the fluorescence and phosphorescence is S1 and S0 and S2 state. So these are the energy when this compound is absorbed ultraviolet or visible spectrum, visible light, then it like this is the lower energy state, and when it's absorbed this light, then it go to that compound go to higher energy level. Okay, then internal conversions happen, then it's instant re-emission is called fluorescence. Okay, when inter-system crossing ISC is happen, then after some delayed re-emission of that light is called phosphorescence. So this is the very important ray diagram of fluorescence and phosphorescence, and basic principle and basic information. Now the important part of the topic is factor affecting fluorescence and phosphorescence. It is also very important for our semester exam point of view as well as any exam point of view. So the fluorescence and phosphorescence depends on following factor. First factor is fluorescence and phosphorescence depends on temperature and pH of the solution. Dissociation of solute with solvent will affect the fluorescence and phosphorescence. This is a second important factor. Third is molecules with electron donating group like hydroxy group and amine group are strongly fluorescent. Okay, these groups are electron donating groups, like these are the example of that electron donating group, are strongly fluorescent. And four important factor is electron withdrawing group like carboxylic acid group, and it's N double bond N, and like nitro compound and halides decrease fluorescence. Okay, fifth important point is some group like minus NH4 ammonium, SO3H sulfonic acid and alkyl group do not have any effect on the fluorescence and phosphorescence phenomena. Sixth important factor is the introduction of an atom of higher atomic number into a pi electron system decrease fluorescence and increase phosphorescence. So these are the some important factors that affect the fluorescence and phosphorescence. So this is a complete discussion about fluorescence and phosphorescence, important topic related to scattering spectroscopy. And so when you find that this video is helpful for your exam preparation and these notes are helpful for your own notes making, so please support, like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching.